Chapter 2 Limitless, a mindset and method for radical breakthrough. Deep down, we all want the same basic things. We want financial abundance to enjoy life. We want to feel healthy, energetic, and attractive. We want connected, thriving, authentic relationships. We want to feel like we're making a contribution and living our purpose every day. We want to love and be loved. We want peace and joy to be the norm, not the exception. At no point in history have all those things been more available to most people. The average person in a developed country today has more material comforts and luxuries than kings and queens in the past. Digital technologies in the information age have democratized opportunity like we've never seen before. The freedom, peace, prosperity, and technology we take so much for granted leaves all of us with no excuse for not making the most of life. Then why do so few people love their lives? Why do so many people feel unhappy in their relationships, unsatisfied in their jobs, and impotent in their purpose? Why do so many people feel so trapped and burdened? Why are true happiness and success so rare? Why, when we are presented with an overflowing buffet of everything life has to offer, do most of us eat crumbs off the floor? The short answer is that few people have cracked the code of Limitless. Belief, the leverage point of all breakthroughs. Ultimately, being limitless is about consciously choosing the results we want to manifest in our life. Most of us live by default rather than by design. We choose the paths of least resistance. We become entitled victims who expect everything to go our way and then whine when it doesn't. We like to believe that we have free will, that we are free agents who make conscious decisions. Whether or not we have free will, we don't actually exercise it. We're like actors in a play we have not written, playing the roles and reciting the lines dictated by social scripts. We are held captive by false beliefs of which we are not even aware and which dictate our behavior. Our level of agency is determined by our beliefs. The more false beliefs we have, the smaller our domain of agency. Conversely, the more our conscious beliefs align with truth, the greater our agency. But if we're not even aware of our subconscious beliefs, how can we possibly change them to expand our agency and improve our results? If our brain is the hardware, our beliefs are the software. The programming of computer software determines its functions, capabilities, processes, and outcomes. If you want different functions and/or capabilities, you have to change the programming. Likewise, if you want to change your personal capabilities, you have to change the programming of your beliefs. The famous quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson goes, "Sow a thought and you reap an action. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny." When you change the word thought to belief, it brings even greater depth to the concept. Our fundamental beliefs about ourselves, others, our circumstances, and the nature of reality determine all our actions. If I believe, for example, that I'm worthless and no one cares about me, then why in the world would I ever audition for a play, apply for a dream job, or start a business? The leverage point of all human transformation is beliefs. When you change your beliefs, you completely alter the trajectory of your life. I'm not talking about religious beliefs, mind you. I'm simply referring to the beliefs we create about ourselves, other people, and life that govern our behavior. Are there really no limits? I'm often asked questions like, if there really were no limits, wouldn't that mean I could turn myself into a basketball star like LeBron James just by using the power of my mind? If I were really limitless, wouldn't that mean I could fly or make myself invisible? The reality is that there are natural laws to which we are all subject, and no amount of wishing or believing can magically make them go away. Within those laws, there are limits. The law of gravity dictates that if I step off the edge of a 500-foot cliff, I'm going to fall and there will be a consequence, likely death. No one can transcend natural laws by snapping their fingers and making something magically happen. However, in some cases, other laws can be harnessed. For example, the laws of aerodynamics, which account for the forces of thrust, drag, and lift, can be harnessed to counteract the effects of gravity and lift a 750,000-pound Boeing 747 off the ground and keep it airborne for as long as it has fuel. But this doesn't mean the plane is magically making gravity disappear. Paradoxically, natural laws create both possibilities and limitations. Think of a kite flying at the end of a string. Take away the string, and the kite plummets to the ground. It's precisely the limitation of the string that enables the kite to fly. To live limitlessly, therefore, doesn't mean to magically cast off all limits and become anything we want, like getting wishes from a genie in a lamp. It means working within natural laws. It means understanding and living in accordance with the proper limitations that serve us, and casting off false limitations that harm us. By living in accordance with natural laws, we unleash our full potential, the full expression of all our possibilities. Ironically, imposing the right limits on ourselves is precisely how to expand our lives. For example, by wearing a seatbelt, I increase my chances of surviving a car accident. In the name of being limitless, I could believe a seatbelt restrains my choice and refuse to wear it. That's my choice. What I can't choose, however, are the consequences of what happens to my body when I crash with no seatbelt. On the other hand, the belief that I'm stupid is not a helpful limit that serves me. Releasing that limit expands my possibilities. Limitless is not an illogical, pie-in-the-sky, New Age fairy dust ideology. It's a rational philosophy grounded in science and wisdom. The key is to find the winning combination of embracing helpful limits and eliminating harmful ones. By limiting ourselves in all the right ways, we become liberated to express our highest potential. True limitless living, therefore, leads us to accept as many helpful limitations as we reject harmful limitations. By tying ourselves to the kite string of the natural laws of reality, we're liberated to fly. Limitless creates unshakable faith, courage, and confidence. When you embrace the limitless mindset, the ultimate result is that all self-doubt and negative thinking naturally disappear from your life. You stop second-guessing yourself. You cultivate unwavering clarity, courage, and confidence. Doubt is replaced by faith. Fear is replaced by love. Envy and jealousy are replaced by gratitude. Victimhood is replaced by acceptance. Anger and anxiety are replaced by peace. These emotions change because you change. You change not the nature of reality, but rather your relationship with it. You stop viewing the universe and other people as out to get you, and instead start seeing how all opposition, hardship, and conflict with other people exist for the sole purpose of serving you, of helping you learn, grow, and develop into your best self. The universe and all natural laws exist for the sole purpose of helping you fulfill your greatest potential. The limitations of natural laws exist to release your limitless capabilities, but these capabilities are held captive by the limitations of your beliefs. Change your beliefs, and you change your destiny. Here are some selected quotes on the topic discussed in this chapter. We all have the extraordinary coded within us, waiting to be released. Jean Houston. Everyone knows that on any given day there are energies slumbering in him, which the incitements of that day do not call forth. Compared with what we ought to be, we are only half awake. The human individual usually lives far within his limits. William James. Nature does not ask your permission. She has nothing to do with your wishes, and whether you like her laws or dislike them, you are bound to accept her as she is, and consequently all her conclusions. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Plant seeds of happiness, hope, success, and love. It will all come back to you in abundance. This is the law of nature. Steve Maraboli. The important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could become. Charles de Beau.